So this is a small metal watercolor travel palette that I got off of Amazon for I think $11 or $12. I don't remember the brand. It's not like some big name art brand. The paintbrush, the travel brush, this is a Rosemary & Co. travel brush. This was probably more expensive than the tin actually. I don't remember how much that was. And then the little sponge is from another travel kit that I had that's by Winsor Newton. So this came empty with the half pans, with the empty half pans. And I have the last two colors that I need for my set. I've finally decided on which ones I'm going to use. So today I'm going to fill my palette. Okay, so to do this, I'm going to remove this tray that sits, if I can get it out, inside of the case. And then I'm going to take out all of these little half pans. And fill them individually. All right, so I'm going to get started here. The first color is Sepia. And I've never done this before, so it's going to be a bit of an adventure for all of us. Just going to squeeze that in there. Next color is going to be Burnt Sienna. And I would say I've used about half the tube. Then we're going to do Yellow Ochre. And I'm trying as I go to kind of direct where I'm squeezing the paint without getting it all over the end of the tube. Got my 3 earth tones. Now I'm going to move on to blues. This is French Ultramarine. And that is just coming out all by itself. So pro tip, if you get paint into these grooves, make sure you wipe it out, because otherwise it will dry with the lid on there and you will have a really hard time getting your lid off. I think I don't mind that little like hump. I'm gonna leave that rather than like sticking my paintbrush. All right, next blue is Cerulean. We're gonna move on to green. My first green is called Hooker's Green. I debated over whether or not to use sap green, but I wanted a truer green to just grab if I needed. Sap green tends to be a little bit on the yellow side in my opinion. So I'm starting in a corner, trying to squeeze the tube evenly, and then just moving from corner to corner, trying to fill as evenly as possible. Okay, my next green is not a true green, but it's a color I've come to love, and it's called Green Gold. It's a very vibrant hue. It's almost a yellow green, more yellow than green, I would say. I tried to get these paints when they were on sale so that I wasn't spending more than $5, $6, maybe $7 a tube on them. So my next color is Aureolin, which is a very vibrant yellow. The next color is Cadmium Yellow Deep, and this is kind of an orangey yellow. My next color is going to be my red, and I wanted a very true red, so I'm using Cadmium Red Deep. And then we're going to get to some fun colors. So You know how they say if you have red, yellow, and blue, you can make any color. Well, it's really not true. You really need magenta, yellow, and cyan. So that's why I have Cerulean Blue. And I felt like Aureolin was a very true yellow, so that's why I picked that one. And now I'm adding magenta to my palette. And I think that that's going to give me the ability to produce pretty much any color I want across the board. Plus, I just love pink. So there's that. And you can't blend pink. You cannot make a pink. I've tried. If you mix red with white when you use watercolors, you just kind of get a chalky red. You actually have to have a pink paint. So that's another reason for it, especially if you want to paint flowers. And then my last color is going to be Windsor Violet or Dioxazine Violet. And I feel like this is a good color for shadows, especially in snow, and just for deepening some other colors, and you can get some really interesting hues. So this is going to need about 24 to 48 hours to set up and dry before I actually put them in my palette. But after that, we should be good to go.